Hey guys, so I thought I'd just put a quick video together just to show you the renewal process so you've got it for reference. First of all, I've got my BI query. I've just noted this BI query down to one particular order number. This is Mr. Reed and he's got a season ticket adult, a customer, so that's all saved. So that's the renewals BI query done. I've also got a utility which is the 2015-16 renewals from last season. It's given a name and a new offer, or I've put the end date of that offer to the last minute or last second of Monday the 4th of July, as we talked about on the phone. Just putting that to an extra day gives you a little bit of breathing space, particularly if it's on a Sunday, just in case anybody has any last minute things. But obviously tell the customer that it's midnight on the Sunday. It's a renewal, and then the orders to renewal here is going to be the name of the BI query that we've used. So that's all good. Coming across the seating, we just put a name of the rule on there just to identify it, just in case we have multiple rules. I'm going to go from performance to bundle in the renewal mapping, and that means I'm going to take the season ticket performance, which is last season's master game, the money game, and I'm going to put it into this new bundle that I've created. And here I've got all the 19 games, plus at the bottom my master game, which is the equivalent to that season ticket there. Seating options from source. Well, I want to give the customer the same seats this coming season as they had last season, and that's all going to come based on the season ticket master performance from last time. I'm not going to use a promo code at this point. I'm just going to click apply to save all those changes. Once all that's done, when you hit the execute button, you get a message to say that you're about to renew however many orders there are. It's a good way to check that you want, when you run the BI, do a count of the BI, and say you get 120 results on that BI, then obviously you're looking for 120 orders to be renewed. If there's a difference in that number, then obviously something's gone wrong and we need to just investigate and find out what's going on. But I've only obviously selected this to one order, so that's okay for me. So when I click OK, if I click OK, that goes through and it gives me a message to say one order was processed, one offer was successfully created, and no offers failed. A couple of things in this renewal tool. I can go to the source order, so that's a link, so I can go through and it'll open up a new page for me, and I can see the original order. Well, that all makes sense to me. That's what they had last year. And then also a link, the destination offer number. Well, this one's 141. That's a newly created offer, and you can see that this is open. I can click on the bundles there, and I can see all of that information there, or all the 20 games in total. I can see the end date has come through as well, and the customer number has been attached to it. So I can either do this in desktop, I can add this to the order, and it should go through onto the order summary, and then be able to tell me exactly what I've got, which it does. But I wanted to show you on the online how it looks online. Very quickly. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to add a user to this particular. He's got a username already. This would have been wiped out anyway. So I can just click on that. I'm just going to get that username. Then I'm going to come into my Internet Explorer just in a new browser. I've got my link here for you, SuperMac. That should ask me to change. He says. Ooh. Typical. Let's just try that again. Sorry. Change the password. That. Let's try that again. I've locked the gag again now. Bear with me a second on this, sorry. Unlock the user. There we go. Actually changed the password for me, which it does. It's logged in. I can see that we've got an offer here. It's not particularly apparent here in this particular font and this color, but we'll change that. So I can click on that offer. There I can see is my 2015-16 renewal. I can add that to the offer, or obviously I can decline it, but that's going to go through. There's the list of tickets for each of the games. That will obviously be named accordingly to each team, and I can go through the sales process. I can add a renewal note, so the customer has an opportunity to renewal request, so as maybe change your seat, and that can come through, and when I can continue, and you can pick up messages. You can turn that off if you want to, and then I'm into the payment screen. Whack in a dummy number in there and click buy, and that should go through. And order created. That's a problem, but just with this staging, that's the note status must have a value. That's what I want to put in. But the process will go through. I've created a couple of orders in this case. Couple of things that I wanted to just bring up is we can do this with CSS, and firstly it's about these active promo codes at the top. Well, with Stylizer or something used in browsers, we can hide that. I'm just going to go to DOM Explorer. There is the box, and I can see here that if I change that display to inline block to none, that list of promo code goes away, which I think is what we want. I can also get rid of these list of tickets, because this is the shopping cart, so I could actually get rid of these as well if I wanted to, just by putting that display none field, and that looks, I think, a lot better for the online. You don't want to go through each of that information. Obviously this is going to show up now again because it's not looking at the CSS, so I'm going to include that in an email. I think we'll probably hide this renewal note depending on conversations next week, but it'll go through and it will create the order for us. Hope it all makes sense. Speak to you soon. Bye.